this is our, maybe our 300th around episode, 300-ish, right?
Oh my gosh, have we been going that long?
Yeah, we're pretty deep in it.
Whoa.
What year was it when we started? We always say this.
2021.
2018.
2018.
Sorry, 2021.
Wrong bitch.
2019 was COVID.
2020.
2020 was when we started.
No. 2020 was COVID. 2021 was when we started.
2019 was when I moved. 2020 was the year COVID started. 2021, we started talking about it in 2020.
Yes.
2021 was when we started our podcast. It's been 4 years. And every single day, every single night, I go to sleep and I'm like, we still haven't read a good sapphic romance. Because I've asked.
Actually,
No, don't
you're
give me.
wrong.
The app one was not that great.
No.
Which one?
Evelyn Hugo.
Oh, that was good. But it wasn't. It was sad.
It was sad. I'll give you that. It was
Yeah,
sad.
it was really sad. I just want someone, because like we've read so many books where people are like openly gay, and I love it. I love every second of it. I love it. And then we read, oh my gosh, remember the Sunbearer Trials? So good.
Oh yes.
So
oh my
good.
God, yes.
I don't think we've read like a happy sapphic story, because Misrule and Malice was also sapphic.
And it wasn't that happy.
And it wasn't that happy. And so
The app one was happy. It had a happy ending.
it did, but I wasn't.
Written in the stars.
But like, it wasn't there for me. And we also read Honey Girl.
Oh, no, that one was not good.
And it's so disappointing because I love the cover of that book. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is my first full V.E. Schwab book. And I'm so excited because I heard it was sapphic.
This
I'm like,
is your first V. Schwab book.
because I read First Kill.
And I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which was so good.
I know.
Dude, that book made me cry.
Dude, I need to read it.
I don't think you would like it.
You don't think so?
It's a very polarizing book.
In what way?
And I kind of get it because what we see in this book that we're going to be talking about, V.E. Schwab is very like detail heavy in the sense of like I feel like you're going through every single day. You know what I mean? Like you're getting a lot of character. And same thing happened in Addie LaRue where it was very, very long because you were getting a lot of information of what the character goes through.
I heard someone though, because I saw so much about this book
Really?
after I started reading it.
Okay.
And I saw part of a review where someone was like, I think you need to appreciate, like, yes, it's long, and there are some parts in this book that are very long-winded, but you need to appreciate that this isn't a romance. This isn't a story. This is like a study in the three characters. And you get to choose, like, what do you think of them when you reach the end of this story? So I do really appreciate that. But guess what? It's going to be sad. It's going to be really sad.
Once again, we read a sad sapphic book. Please, can someone please? Oh my God, I just thought about another one that was sad.
Just have a thought.
We used to live here.
Oh, yeah. See, okay. To anyone out there, please, you made Yajaira cry.
Please.
I want a good sapphic romance. I want a happy ending. I want yearning. I want pining, slow, the slowest burn.
Oh, slow burn. Okay.
Please, go ahead. Right there.
The comments are breaking because everyone's running to give us recommendations.
This is it. This is the clip for us. I want good sapphic romances.
Please.
Okay. Do you think...
Yes.
Going through the lives of 3 super sad lesbians, do you think that can fix your life?
Sadly, yes.
Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Cheli.
And I'm your host, Yajaira.
And today we are talking about
Hold. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab.
I forgot what you said. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. This book has been highly anticipated from like a lot of people on Book Talk.
Oh, yes. And I want to read the beginning part.
Okay. While you're looking that up, I do want to say we do have book club. So if you are interested, this August we are actually reading The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillick. It is going to be at the end of the month. You can join our book club on Fable and Goodreads. We do have links to that in our link tree, linktr.ee/thebookfix. Thank you.
Okay, so the book starts off with this. It says, "Bury my bones in the midnight soil, plant them shallow and water them deep, and in my place will grow a feral rose, soft red petals hiding sharp white teeth."
You know, it's really sad when like something is born in death. Like it feels very like, oh my gosh, we've read so many books like
Like it
this.
shouldn't be, or what do you mean?
It's just kind of like you're so familiar with death, but it's so far away from you, you know? And it's something really sad about someone who's so familiar with dying.
And I think the way that this book explored vampires and the lore of vampires, I really liked it because you can live centuries, but that doesn't mean that you're going to stay the exact same way. Like you will slowly be affected by things that you do or things that happen to you. So it's not uncommon for, centuries to pass by and the vampire to slowly lose themselves.
So I want to start in the past, way in the past.
Way in the past.
I
1500s.
Did you listen to the audiobook?
Yes, I did.
So when it was doing the switch between characters and it would say their names, the date, was that the date they died?
I took it as the date they became vampires.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
That's what I was taking it as too. Okay. So our first main character is named Maria. So Maria she's kind of like a tomboyish type of person. She is known for her one physical feature, which is her bright red hair. And although her mom keeps trying to like tone it down with like different washes, it just keeps getting
Can't
more red.
be tamed.
Can't be tamed by Miley Cyrus. She is
Loves being outside, loves getting dirty, loves just,
chewing on cherry pits.
yeah.
And when she gets of age, she starts to realize what is intended for her, which is to get married.
It was kind of sad the way it was just casually brought up to her. Like, I think it was her brother who was like, "Hey, come on, let's go to the living room because you're going to meet your husband."
But I kind of loved that Maria was like, but they don't know that I've planted into this man's mind that he wants me.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to get married, I'm not going to live poor.
Poor.
I'm going to get out of this. But it's so sad because
So
like,
she was very manipulative.
but also she was very naive. Like, I don't think she knew what it meant to be married to a man back then. And just,
Well, okay, because she had to be married because I think they were also low on money.
yes.
So either way, like they were gonna marry her off. And so I forgot her husband's name. Husband.
Husband. And you know what? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. He takes her because he just wants her so bad because she seduced him,
Yeah.
I guess. And she was like, "No, I'm a lady. I can't."
I really hated their first time.
Oh God. Anytime
Yes,
they
but
were
like
together.
I hated it because there was a false sense of security. When she sat down, she was facing the mirror, did not want to face him because she knew what was coming. And he walked over to her and started taking the pins out of her hair delicately.
Yeah,
And
trigger
washing
warning.
her delicately. Trigger warning. I won't talk too deeply about it. But after the delicateness of that, it just went. Like, that was the only time that it kind of seemed like he cared. But there was even a line later when she asks him, like, so when is it pleasurable for me?
Oh God, yeah. So because she was like, "How does it feel?" Because I don't feel good after or during, and he gets so mad at her. He's like, "You are just supposed to take
Yeah.
it,
This is your duty.
and this is about my pleasure, not yours." So
It makes
trash
me-
man.
Trash man. It makes me so sad for her because like she has no joy in this new life until she finds like her maid, her first maid, whose name is
Oh,
Isabel.
yeah. That was, I think, her first crush.
Yes.
And
And
then, unfortunately, as she's getting closer to Isabel, then somebody likes Isabel at a party and Isabel leaves.
gets married off because the husband's like, yeah, take her. But it sucks because like there's all of this. But one thing I forgot to mention is when Maria was younger, she saw a widow who she thought was very beautiful.
Like, strikingly beautiful.
And this widow had mentioned like a little secret. I'm okay with being a widow. And then someone around like a man around them like died the next day.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like weird.
Because I think, I don't know if it's brought up now or later, when women are left alone if they are widows. Like, no one's going to be like, husband, because they're going to be like, oh, she's a widow, so.
Yeah, because this lady that she had met kept mentioning to people, well, later we find out, that that was the love of her life. So why would she marry someone else?
Yeah,
know?
she married the love of her life, so she's good.
But I bring that up because after Maria loses her friend Isabel, she's forced to move to her los suegros.
The in laws.
And they're just as bad.
Yeah, because her husband has to leave. I forgot why, but he's gone for like months and he can't leave her alone. So he sends her to his parents' house.
It's so gross. It's so gross. I hate because all that Maria wanted was to live in peace. She could have been happy if she was just in the house alone.
Yeah.
Had she the freedom to like go around. She couldn't even ride her horse.
I know. I was like, what's the point then? Why even give her a horse?
And then like when she asked about it, it's like, what if I do ride my horse? And it was like, oh, we're supposed to stone the horse if you ride your
Oh
horse.
my god.
It's like
Crazy.
no freedom then.
Yeah.
So when she moves in with the
She's
in-laws,
also not allowed to be like alone.
Yep.
Like when they go to the square, the market, whatever. She can't be alone.
But she is finding moments to be alone because she starts going to the apothecary there, which is the widow she met when she was younger. And she's like, weird.
You look
Looks
the
like you
same.
haven't aged. And this widow is like, what's her name again?
Sabine.
Sabine. She is so pretty. I imagine the most striking woman. Me. I imagine the most
Crazy. I imagined you
striking-
too.
The most thank you. The most striking, most beautiful woman who's just a widow out here making little potions. Well, like health stuff. But
So the reason
They
why
get good
Maria
clothes.
seeks her out is because she doesn't want a baby.
Yeah.
And that's all her husband wants. Like when he comes from his trip, he tries to get her pregnant, then he leaves and it's like, okay, I can't get pregnant. So she seeks out the widow and is like, I don't want to be pregnant.
it's surprising to me though, because after like the amount of times she comes, there's a part where Sabine is like, just give him one. Like literally just give him one child.
yeah.
And I'm like, this does not seem like you to say that. That's kind of crazy.
Well, I feel like at the time in the 1500s, I feel like I don't know, like they made women feel like, well, what's the purpose then?
Yep.
You know, like so.
But
She really didn't want one, like nothing.
but Maria was kind of like obsessed with Sabine.
Oh yeah.
Like she was, and she didn't know how to vocalize her crush. So in her head, she was like, "Oh, Sabine is she's just so great." And
I
so
just appreciate her so much.
I just appreciate her, and
Yeah.
I want to hug her and kiss her like a friend,
As
And
friends do.
as friends do. And so then, Sabine has a moment that's like, if you don't want to live the life you're living, then just don't.
Yeah. And I think she even mentions like, oh, like we could leave together. Right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Maria's husband start getting a little...
Suspicious. Like, I don't want
Doesn't
you
he
hanging
get a
with
little
her.
violent with her?
Yes, but not until the whole thing is brought up. Like, why is it pleasurable for you? How does it feel? It's until then where it starts getting a little like, why are you so obsessed with this widow when you should be obsessed with your husband? And I think it's one night where she comes home really late and he's just like, I never want you to see her again. Like, what are people going to think that you're hanging out with her? So then that night, they have an intimate moment and she hates it. And she's like, I can imagine myself ending this man in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So after he's asleep, she sneaks out from the window and goes to Sabine and they kiss, don't they?
Yes. But do they kiss?
I don't. It's
I
very intimate.
I thought that it was an intimate moment, but basically Sabine is like, okay, you want to leave your life behind. Okay, there's only one way to do it. And she bites her
Yes,
and then has Maria bite her back on, I think, her wrist.
but Maria doesn't stop.
Maria doesn't stop. And you know what? Spoiler alert, never stops. She doesn't know how to stop.
She doesn't know how to stop. Do you think Sabine knew that was gonna happen?
No, no way.
No way, because she struggled, right?
Yeah, she struggled against her.
It's so weird because Maria had this moment before where she was talking to Sabine and was like, Sabine asked her like, "What do you want to be called?" And Maria's just like, Maria.
Oh, yeah, because Maria had told her that she didn't like her name, that she would change it. And so they had that conversation, but she never actually came up with a name
Until
she offed Sabine. And then now she changed her name to Sabine. So from here on out, she's known as Sabine.
Sabine or Sabine?
Sabine with an N.
Sabine.
As in Nancy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sorry.
Like frijol.
Oh, I should have said that. Pop, 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 pop.
But then, should we keep calling her Sabine?
So Maria gets called Sabine. Sabine. Sorry. So Maria gets called Sabine. Mm-hmm. That's her name now. Old Sabine, gone.
Yeah.
Turned to dust.
Which sucks for her also because she didn't even know that Sabine was a vampire.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't know anything about vampires. And so she ends up going back to her, I think it was still her in-laws' place.
Yep.
And offed everyone.
Dude, and she went off.
Yeah.
It was a messy moment. And it's weird because seeing her figure it out, I was kind of rooting for her. Because I felt so bad, like the circumstances that she had. I just wanted her to find someone and fall in love.
And live happily ever after. That's what I wanted too, so badly.
And she kept finding other vampires that unfortunately would meet their end.
Oh my God, the couple first.
Renata and someone else, Henry.
Her husband and Renata's husband.
Yeah.
I feel like they were really good for her because they taught her a lot about being a vampire. But then unfortunately, they would go on killing sprees together and
They got caught.
They got caught because they were messy in the last one.
Yes. And she couldn't save them and she also didn't save them.
She didn't even try.
No. But it's just so sad because like things like that would happen and I was like, well, she's still learning. She's still learning. I want to be here for her.
I get you because I felt like, especially at this point in the story, because we are introduced to another character named Alice. Her death was 2019. She went on a date with this girl
named Lottie.
No, she didn't go on a date. She went out with her friends and then met a girl there at the bathroom, I think.
Yes.
Took her home, hooked up with her, and then the girl left. But then after that, she was turned into a vampire that night.
Yes. But it's so weird because when she thinks about that night, things are very like fuzzy.
Yes.
And the thing with like Alice's perspective, I never really knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Because she would have moments where she would imagine her sister and then all of a sudden her sister would just like hold out her wrist and like, go ahead, do what you need to do. Mm-hmm. So it was very weird to tell what was actually happening with her.
Yeah. But I'm saying like at this point, I felt like Maria's chapters were way more interesting to me.
Yeah, me too.
I was like in there. But then she met other vampires too.
Yes, she did. I think the one that was, because after the couple,
I think it was Alessandro.
Oh, that one was so sad. So she had met this man who became partners with a human. His partner Mateo was literally like the love of his life.
So they were a couple,
Yeah.
Alessandro and Mateo. But Mateo did not want to be a vampire. He was an artist. And I think he found beauty in death. So
Yeah.
he had no interest.
It makes me so sad because I don't remember how Mateo passes.
Just old age.
It was, oh, it makes me so sad. It's funny because Sabine's whole thing, which is Maria, Sabine, her whole thing was that she never wanted to be alone. Like, she doesn't like being alone.
Yeah.
But then she saw what happened to Alessandro after Mateo passed.
With Mateo, yeah.
And she was just kind of like, I never want to be that pathetic.
She was like, I never want to go through this. Because she also told him, why don't you just turn him? You
Yep.
should have just done it. Oh, and Alessandro was the one who first told her, why don't you ever stop? Like, you don't have to kill your victims, right?
Yep.
You could just drink their blood and move on. But she felt like she wasn't satisfied. But she wasn't satisfied either way.
Yep.
Like, you're just always thirsty.
Oh, dude, this is the first vampire story that I feel like I've read where I actually feel like the dread of being a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
Like the fact that like, oh, but I'm thirsty now. I'm hungry now. And it's like, dang, that sucks because it never stops.
Never ending. So then Sabine meets Lottie. Which we do get Lottie's chapters too.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce Lottie?
Before she meets Lottie, we actually get introduced to Lottie in Alice's story. So
Oh, yes.
Lottie is the girl that she hooked up with and is trying to desperately find, but she can't find anyone named Lottie. And while she's going through this hunt, she's also dealing with the fact that she wants to drink blood and she doesn't know what it means. But she offs people, right? She drinks until...
She offs a man. I think that was her first.
Okay. Because she kept going.
Because a guy tried to like give her a ride,
I hated
but
that.
to like
Yeah.
take advantage of her. And then she
Yep.
drank.
And so while she's doing this, she actually finds someone who runs a cafe, but he is also a vampire. What was his name?
Enzo?
I think so. But he basically tells her, like, there's more like us. And, might as well create a community because it's so lonely out there.
Yeah, but also when he heard that Alice was looking for Lottie because Lottie turned her into a vampire and just abandoned her, Enzo was like, there's no way Charlotte would do that. Lottie is so sweet.
Yep. And that's when Lottie walks in.
No, they go to her hotel, remember?
Oh, you're right.
And when she opens the door, she's just like, Alice?
And it's so funny because Lottie had me. She had me in her clutches. Because anytime Alice was like complaining, like, you literally killed me, you ended my life, Lottie was very like big eyes, like, I didn't do that. Like,
It wasn't me.
it wasn't me, I swear. And I believed her. I believed her.
Well, believe women.
Believe women, but when they lie, the biggest betrayal. So then we go back to the past, to Lottie's story. She was also born in the 1600s, I think. Later than...
Oh.
It was later than...
Because I feel like... Oh, I don't remember. But I feel like by the time that Sabine saw her, Sabine had been a vampire for like 300 years.
Oh, so probably like 17 to 1800s.
Yeah, like around there. I don't remember exactly, but...
But Lottie was... Her story is so sad because she was hanging out with her best friend Jocelyn. And they...
Would make out.
Would they often?
Heavily.
Was it just at once?
Well, they were very like touchy.
Good for them.
But when they did make out, her brother caught them.
And it sucks because I love the way this part was explained. How when they pulled away, her friend looked panicked and like fearful, but she could feel in her face that she looked like she wanted. That was it. And I was like, damn. I get it, Lottie. So Lottie, she was immediately told by her parents without really being scolded, like, oh, you're moving in with your aunt and uncle. They'll
Your
have...
aunt. Is that with an uncle?
I have no idea.
You're
Your
moving with your
family.
aunt because she'll teach you how to be a proper woman.
Oh my gosh. I hate. But she would go with her aunt to these balls where she would need to dress up, and they were basically trying to get her a husband.
But she wasn't. So she was just like getting experience, though. Mm-hmm. The point wasn't for her to get a husband that year. It was for next year. Remember?
Yeah.
Because you have to be like presented or something.
Yep.
And she wasn't presented that year because she was too late.
So when she was at these balls, she would not dance with anyone. She would just stand and judge them. And then while she was judging them, there was someone behind her who goes like, "Oh, they're kind of like horses being presented, aren't they? Show horses." And she turns around and sees Sabine. And
That was
Sabine's
our
like,
first meeting.
she introduces herself and is like, "I'm a widow, but just call me Sabine. You don't have to call me Viscountess. You don't have to call me anything, because we're friends, right?" And then, oh my gosh, Sabine is so smooth because then Lottie was like, "Oh, I'm Charlotte, but my family calls me Lottie." And then Sabine was like, "Oh, so we moved from friends to family so quickly." I'm like, damn, she's so good at talking.
She knows what she's
She
doing.
knows what she's doing. And so countless times of them hanging out, it finally got to a point where Lottie was like, "I don't want to get married," because she gets proposed to. It's like, "I don't want to get married. I don't want to be with a man. I want to be with you. I want to be you."
Yeah.
And so then
Because she's free.
Sabine turns her.
I hate that because I feel bad for Lottie because she was like trapped at that point. You know, she was like, I don't want to marry this man, but I want to be like, so I want to be like you. I want to be free. So then Sabine is like, okay, you want to be free? All you have to do is bite me. So she bit her, I think.
Yeah.
And then was like, you got to bite me back. I felt so bad for Lottie because Sabine, she's a little unhinged.
But she wasn't for the first point of the relationship.
No, she was unhinged. Girl, she literally brought in the guy that proposed to Lottie.
Oh, yeah.
And was like, here's your gift.
Oh,
Huh?
babe.
I don't even want this man.
Oh my God. So we find out pretty quickly through the story that Sabine is very jealous.
Oh,
She's an extremely jealous person.
She was so jealous, so possessive. She did not want Lottie to have any other friends. So Lottie didn't even know that there were other vampires that existed.
And she also didn't know how to properly drink blood because Sabine taught her, like, you're never supposed to not finish. You're supposed to
Finish what you start.
Yep, drain them out.
And so it wasn't until like one random day when they run into other vampires. I think it was a duo. And Sabine got super serious and was just like, oh, it was their anniversary, I think.
Yeah.
And Lottie was like, no. The other couple was like, oh, do you want to come hang out? The night is still young.
Yep.
And Sabine was like, you choose because, you know, it's our anniversary. But she was kind of saying it like to be
Testing her.
testing her, yes. And Lottie was super excited and was like, yes, let's go. Because she obviously wants friends. Like, she wants to know other vampires. And so after this hangout, which these two vampires were super nice and welcoming to her, when they leave, Sabine gets so mad at her.
Yep. And I hate it too because Sabine had mentioned to her before that there were no other vampires. And she would constantly sing about being buried in the midnight soil.
Oh, yes.
And then Charlotte heard the other vampires saying that same quote. And it's just kind of like, you've known. You've known this whole time that there's other vampires and you've done nothing about it. And it sucks because they loved each other so much, but there's just so much hatred that's building up in Lottie that she doesn't really know what to do with it. And very early in their relationship, there's a moment where Sabine tells her, like, never hurt me. And it's so like, Lottie's just kind of like, okay.
The reason why she brought that up was because Sabine was slowly like acting way more aggressive.
Yeah.
Didn't she like hurt like a child, like a children, I think?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly, but she acted very aggressive and very violent that Lottie obviously looked scared of her. And so at night they were laying together and Sabine was like, promise me that you'll never hurt me. And Lottie, not knowing that this would be binding,
Yeah.
was like, yes, I promise. I'll never hurt you.
And it sucks too because after that night of hanging out with the other vampires, when they went home and Sabine was angry, Sabine drank out of Charlotte's blood, but she did it so horribly that it described like her teeth hitting bone. And I'm just like, it's crazy that Sabine doesn't see an issue with this. Like she very much only thinks about herself and what satisfies her.
Yeah.
And I hate that. And I felt for Charlotte. So when it goes back to the future, when we're with Alice in 2019, Lottie's just kind of like, so please understand, like, I didn't kill you. It was all Sabine. Like, she goes over the girls that I sleep with and turns them or kills them.
That was crazy how she had a catalog basically of all the women she slept with. And then under Alice, it said, tastes like grief. Sad, tastes like grief.
Oh my gosh. Scottish, sad, tastes like grief.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Don't forget Scottish.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because all the signs were there, but I was like, oh, Charlotte, I love her. I love her. She can't do any wrong.
Trust her.
I did
Also,
trust her.
Alice's point of view, they're in Boston.
Yes. So Alice is still really angry because then Charlotte's like, but you don't get it. If you kill Sabine, you can become human again. Because if you kill the person that turned you,
Because she was saying, like, it's still early.
yeah. If you kill the person that turned you, you become mortal again. And Alice is like, oh my gosh, I'm down. And it sucks because her and Lottie have to first drag out Sabine from wherever she is. So they start acting very coupley. And Alice really likes it. And it sucks because you can tell that's all she wants. She just wants to be alive and live. And she can't have that anymore.
Yeah.
So eventually Sabine does find her, smooth as she always is, and is completely all over her. And when she introduces herself, dude, I love this part of the book because I don't think I'm going to find the quote, but when she introduces herself as Sabine, it does like 4 pages of all the different times Sabine introduced herself to different characters. So when Sabine first introduced herself to Maria, when Sabine first introduced herself to Charlotte, when she introduced herself to Alice, and then like present time. And it's just kind of like, dang, this lady literally is walking into people's lives and ruining it.
Yeah.
And she's so like coy about it.
I also like that part. It happened way earlier when I think it was Charlotte who asked Sabine, like, how many lives have you lived? And she was like, many, many lives. She really has.
She really has. There's so much people that she affected, and the fact that it's been over like 600 years or 500 years and she's still affecting people. So Alice goes to Sabine's house because she gets taken there, compelled to go there. And Sabine is like, even though I compelled you, you wanted to come here. You're obsessed with me. You're so obsessed. And I get it. But also, this is kind of Charlotte's fault. And I think we should end Charlotte because she could have killed you. If you think about it, she killed Penny. Did she tell you about all the other girls? Yeah, she could have killed you. And she's going to kill you.
Oh, yes. We didn't even explain that. So basically, when Sabine started becoming more and more violent towards Lottie, Lottie did try to end her life. She had like a knife against her throat, but she couldn't push it in. And so that's when she realized that the promise she made was binding. Like she can't hurt her. And so she ends up leaving Sabine, escaping from her. She literally like moves to a different country. And every girlfriend that she would have and make, one of them being Penny, she would fall in love with them, but then Sabine would show up and basically end their life to torture her.
And I think there's even a point where Alice asks her, like, if you knew this was happening, why did you sleep with me?
And then her response was, well, I no longer had serious relationships with women anymore afterwards. I just had like flings, like one night stands.
Yes. I hate that. I hate that so much. So,
So now present time,
Alice and Sabine are in a house together in a penthouse.
Yes.
And Sabine is like, "Oh, I have blood out if you want to drink any of it." And she's about to, right? But then she doesn't.
I think she's like getting like, oh my God, I am thirsty.
But then she doesn't because Sabine makes a comment like, "I only drink from fresh things. That's all for you." And it's just kind of like, that's a little sus. So she backs away. She keeps thinking about Charlotte because she doesn't want Sabine getting into her head. And then she's like, "Oh, Sabine, I actually have to go take a shower." Because Sabine tries to get with her, like hook up. And she's like, "No, I have to go take a shower first. It's been a long day, but after, like maybe." And so she allows her to. And when she's in the shower, she starts thinking, it's just, go read the book. Alice's life is so hard. She has so much that happens to her. And she's thinking about like all of these things that kind of made her her and all of the people she has lost. And Sabine joins her in the shower. And when she does, she turns around and stabs her with a piece of silver.
Alice stabs
Sabine.
Sabine.
And Sabine doesn't even fight.
No.
It just happens.
She just kind of accepts it.
And she becomes like, it's interesting because she's lived for so long, so she becomes like a pile of like sludge is how I imagined it. And does she just see her go down the drain?
I don't really remember. But the thing is, Lottie had explained to Alice that, dagger to the heart is what kills vampires. But also what weakens them is like grave dirt. So dirt from graves. Which, funny enough, Alice did carry dirt from her mother's grave
Yep.
in a necklace. So she put that in the glass of blood
Yep.
because she thought that Sabine would have drank it, but then Sabine was like, "No, only fresh for me."
Oh, you're right. That's what it was. Okay. So then after she kills Sabine, she goes to the couch and she's just sitting with her head back and she's waiting. And that's when Charlotte comes in, Lottie comes in and is like, "Did you do it? Is Sabine's gone?" Like, and
Alice
Alice,
is basically like, "You lied to me."
I thought I would feel something like a change, a heartbeat, and nothing's changed. And Lottie's just like, "Yup, I did lie to you."
But you have to understand, like, you had to kill her.
Yeah. And so then she sits down and it occurs to Alice like Sabine was telling the truth. Lottie is gonna kill me. And she looks over because Lottie has a bag and in it she has silver. And she's like, she's gonna literally kill me right now. And so then while they're sitting there, the cup that
Had blood in it that was supposed to be for Sabine, Lottie drinks it.
and Alice doesn't stop her. And automatically Lottie starts coughing. And that's when Alice grabs the dagger that it's like a hairbrush that's in Charlotte's bag. And immediately, like Charlotte's whole demeanor changes. And she sees the way that Alice describes it is like she sees the person who was so okay with sleeping with girls even though she knew they were going to die or like just messing around even when she knew the repercussions. And
Or just kind of like accepted Sabine's killing sprees,
yes. And so then she stabs Lottie, and Lottie becomes nothing as well. And she goes a lot faster than Sabine did because her life was a lot shorter.
Yeah.
And this book ends with Alice walking away from this and getting a call from her dad. And just her and her dad talking on the phone. And it's just very much like, it's so weird because like after everything, life really does just go on.
Yeah.
You know?
Because she even starts talking about like going to like her classes. Like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm going to take my test and I'm going to do this and that at school. So, yeah.
And I forget the last line, but it was very much like, and after like everything, I'm alive. And I'm like, damn, that's really sad that because of these two toxic lesbians, you really just got like the worst part of everything. Oh, man, the end.
So, you know what I kind of would have liked?
What?
Obviously, like killing the person who made you into a vampire. I feel like that's been done before.
Yeah.
And then you turn back to human. I would have loved if she killed Sabine, didn't work, when she killed Lottie, then
Then it worked.
yeah, because then it would have been like,
Dang.
oh, wait a
Then
minute.
you lied to me.
Yeah. So I'm confused.
Okay.
So then Lottie was the one who turned her into a vampire?
It was Sabine,
It was, right?
but they were just really toxic.
Because when she was with Sabine and
She
Sabine was
remembers.
yeah, and Sabine is like super close to her, she's getting like flashbacks of that night when Sabine turned her into a vampire.
So as soon as Lottie had slept with her, Sabine found her.
That's crazy.
It makes me so sad. Why can't lesbians ever like win?
Why can't they win?
Why
Just
can't we
one
just
win.
give them one.
I mean, I would have liked for it to have been a win
Me too.
for Lottie and Alice.
Yep, me too.
Like
Because I thought it was going to be.
That's where I thought it was heading. But what do you think? Like, do you think that both Sabine and Lottie had to die?
I think that because of the person Lottie was becoming, had she lived longer, she just would have become Sabine. You know?
But then doesn't that mean that Alice is just going to eventually be like Sabine?
But I think the difference now is that it's very much the mentality of back then, that women can never be happy. But they were in the 2019 times, still not great.
Yeah.
But I feel like now Alice gets the choice of who she wants to be with. And now that she knows that there's a safer and more humane way to kill, like she learned a little more than Sabine or Charlotte knew.
Well, they knew, but they were
Yeah.
like, where's the fun in that?
But I feel like because Alice lived a life where she lost so much, I think that she would find life a little more precious.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and then at the end, she does still wear the necklace, but now it's the dirt of her sister's grave
Dang.
because she had lost her sister.
Oh, so sad. I just want to read a happy sapphic.
I
I
know.
love this book.
Me too.
It was so good. I will say it was really long-winded, like near the middle part. Getting to know like Maria and the other Sabine.
Yes. I felt like while reading it, I was so into it, especially Maria's points of the story, and then later when she did become Sabine, I was super into it. But it kind of reminded me of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, where it was like, damn, we're getting a lot of details, which I enjoy, but I understand if somebody wouldn't like it.
One of the characters from that book was in this one. I heard. There was like a point.
It's been a while since I've read it.
There was a point. I heard about the scene, but I don't get the reference. But there was a point where Lottie was talking about seeing someone who had freckles like stars.
Oh yeah, that's Addie.
Yeah.
Because she has freckles like a constellation.
Yeah, that's what it was. So
How did I miss that?
I think it was in her.
Oh, I must have just.
Boop.
I mean, it was long, so
was
I was like, I
really
need
long, dude.
I need to get through this.
It's kind of interesting though, like that the stories intertwine like that. But yeah, I think overall I would not read this again.
No, me
This
neither.
was very much a one and done. But I think that V. Schwab has such a pretty way of writing.
Very talented.
Yeah, it's very poetic. Very sad. I didn't like how sad our books that we currently read made us feel. Like caught up, I was crying.
Oh, I was like, what book?
This one
You're talking about Great Big Beautiful
yeah,
Life.
that one also kind of got me.
Caught Up did not get to
No,
you.
it didn't. I don't know. But I think that this book is very much like I feel like it isn't about the romance. It's more just like about
Life.
a study of who they are and what you think about them and like if you blame them for doing what they did. But like I'm not going to go back and read this. I think overall
I don't want to do a character study.
I don't want to. I just
I don't
went.
want to.
I did school. I did it already.
We're done.
I think I would give this a solid 4 out of 5.
Wow.
It was really good. I really liked it, but
That's
it's not
low.
a 5. What do you mean? What do you give it?
I want to give it a 5, but it was a little too long.
It was long.
So 4.5. Also, like, at the end, I kind of just sat with myself and my thoughts and my feelings, and I was just like, What was the message
What's the
here?
point?
What's the message I'm getting here?
Toxic lesbians.
Exist.
They exist. They're out there. Be careful.
Yeah. Be careful.
Be very careful.
Just be careful of any toxic relationship.
I just think that the point is that even amongst death, you can still be alive.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks. I take credit for it. No,
Same.
I do feel like that's very much who Alice was.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Put this book away.
I feel like I would definitely recommend this book though to anyone who just wants a story about characters. Like
Yeah.
you know when it's like either plot focused or character focused, this is so character focused.
It is. I'm glad it's done though. That took so long to get through. To anyone who is listening to us, whether that be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcast on, thank you so much. If you can leave a
rating of 5 stars, we would really appreciate it because we get recommended more. It helps us out.
or a review recommending us our next read, that would also be good. What else can they do?
We do also have a Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/bookfix. But if you're not looking for something that's monthly, we do have Coffee, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix. We also have book clubs, which you can find under the Bookfix pod in Fable and in Goodreads.
If you are listening to us, thank you. If you are watching us, thank you so much. You can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. If you would like to follow us on social media, we do have a link tree with all of our links to all our social media, plus our book clubs on Fable and Goodreads. It is linktr.ee/thebookfix. Thank you.
So now we're going to read a positive and a negative review for this book. Which one do you want, Cheli?
I'll do negative.
Okay.
This comes from Jenny, who gave it a 1 out of 5, and she wrote, V.E. Schwab is a hit or miss for me, but I really had high hopes for this one. Sadly, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil was not for me. There's honestly not much happening in this book, and I don't understand why it needed to be 550 pages long. The pacing felt painfully slow, and I was bored most of it. None of the characters were likable, which made it really hard for me to stay invested. Don't even get me started on that ending. It just wasn't for me. The plot could have easily been told in half the page count. The FMC was toxic and flat, and the side characters were underdeveloped, and the pacing was too slow. You might think that pushing through all of those pages will lead to a satisfying payoff, but trust me, it is not worth it.
Okay, my review comes from Bailey. They gave it 5 out of 5, and they wrote, I need to know what kind of magic V.E. Schwab possesses to make me feel this way after reading. This was beautiful and tragic and toxic in such a phenomenally written way. One of my favorites of the year.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Dude, I'm sweating.
I feel very hot right now.
Dude, I do too.
What are we going to do about it?
We should cool down because I feel like our funny leaves us when we're hot.
When we're too hot? You're so right. We were definitely not hot.
Wait, make it.
Hello?
Well, we're always hot.
We're not.
Wait, we're back. Wait, say a joke.
I was going to say that we were not funny when we were in Cowtown.
No, we weren't. You know what? I agree with you. I remember the episodes where we would film and you and I were glistening.
Like donuts.
Like donuts.
We were beautiful. Not funny, but beautiful.
Wow.
We can't be both.
Let's cool down. And the next episode, we just start off with a joke.
So many goofs
jokes.
and gaffs.
So